Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Happy Monday. Look, check this out. I've got loads of the Pipework release of Build the Doctor Who Dalek. Exterminate! In fact, so much so that we did get a gift in this one as well, which was this TARDIS mug. I know a lot of people were expecting a Dalek blueprint, but we got a TARDIS mug. Just so you know, I'm going to keep that in there. Just so you know, I've just come back from London. Thank you so much for everybody's birthday wishes from July the 4th. I really appreciate it. I had a great weekend, but I did go in Forbidden Planet in London, and they do have a wide range of Doctor Who magazines, as you can see here. They don't have issue 24. I know a lot of people are after the Alien, which is going to be fitting into this control area here. Now, I believe in these 4 stages, we're going to be building up to this. Now, I have seen a lot of people decking this out, colouring pipes and stuff like that. I think I'm going to do the same thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for this whole section to be completed first, and then I'm going to start tinkering with it. Now, I'm very much aware in the Doctor Who show, this was quite plain anyway. It was quite black in there. There was probably some extra wires and stuff, but it wasn't much colour. But I do like the idea of just sprucing this up a little bit because it is a bit bland, I think. Another bit of advice I've been given is that for doing this stage where we're putting pipes in, it's probably beneficial to remove this seat. Now, this seat is held in and underneath by these screws here. So I think I am going to do that. I'm going to remove the seat so I can actually build around it, then put the seat back in afterwards. But if you want to get this for yourself, it's available through Pipework. I have put a link in the video description, and there's also that QR code on the screen. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So we're going to be starting with stage 23, and here is the instruction magazine here. And as I mentioned, we are got a wall panel here. We're going to be building this onto what we've just created there. So it's going to look just like that. So for that reason, I'm going to take this out now, just so I've got better access to the inner panel. And there you go, that's off. Bring over the stage 23 box here, and let's get these parts out. Okay, so we've already got one wall on here. We're going to be creating the other wall on this side. This is going to be going on exactly the same way. So the lip on this side is going underneath this section here to make what looks like a completed wall. Just make sure that slots in completely there. Now I'm holding that in with 4 FP screws. The FP screws are flange screws. Quite a nice way to actually do this. It's tilted towards me, so it's like I'm working on an easel. Okay, this is the last of those screws going in here. I'm going to be turning this the right way up, and now I'm interested in this back panel here. And if you look on the top camera here, the one with the longer edge, not the shorter edge, is going to be facing towards the top here. And this is just going to be going to reinforce the back there. Actually clips into place, but we are holding that in with 6 FP screws all around the edges here. There you go, that's in place. Perfect. Now, if you remember in the last pack, we have worked on these pipes just here. We're going to be putting these into place now. So I want the one that's bending off in this direction. That's going to be going into the holes just here. Get that lined up and put in. And it's held in with some of these AP screws. I'm aware in the instructions it's saying FP screws. I don't think it is. I think it's AP screws. So I think the instructions are wrong there. But one in there. Mainly on account that I've only got 1 FP screw left, but I've got like 5 AP screws. And the second one just going in here. And then what I've done on one side, I'm just going to be doing here as well for the other one. And then AP screws to put that in as well. When you do this, just make sure that they are engaging in the hole in the bottom as well. It'll help you line up where this goes on the back wall. Now when you put these ones in, the screws are going in from this direction, just so you know, they're not sort of like flat in. But with those in place, That is all there is to do in that stage. So now we can see how this is going together. I think I'm going to do the rest of these stages, the next 3 stages, all in one go, because it's wall section and pipe section. So it's pretty similar to what we've done before. So this is the magazine for stage 24. Here's the magazine for stage 25. And then finally, in stage 26, I'm guessing we're doing the last of the pipes for that section there. Now, I don't think this is finished. It's looking quite finished in this stage. Lots of pipes, actually. So we're going to be putting those all into place there. But when it is finished, I said I might have to add a bit of flamboyancy to it. But let's do these 3 stages. As you can see there is an extra bit. So here's all the parts for stage 24. Once again, we've got AP and FP screws. We're going to be putting these pipe connectors into place first. So getting these on here, there's one there. And making sure I've got them round the right way. And one there. Now, it might be my eyes, I don't know. It looks like a trapezium. It looks like they're narrower at the top than the bottom. That might just be my eyes, though, so pay no attention to me if that's not the case. Okay, let's get these in. AP screws. They've got it right in the instructions this time. And then 2 on this side. And then we're going to be putting this on top of this section here. It's going to fit on the 4 lugs that we can see just on that side. So line it up and get that pushed in just like that. And then 4 FP screws to hold that into place. And there we go. That's how that's looking. So stage 25 is pretty much exactly the same thing of what we just saw. So putting the pipes into position here. There is a certain way they go on. You'd be mucking around for hours trying to figure that out. There you go. Let's hold them in. And I'll get a couple of screws in each one. And then once again, I can see why I'm taking the seat out there, because when I'm putting the pipes in a second, I think we're going to have a bad time if that seat was still in. Slot that in just like that. FP screws again to hold that into place. Perfect, let's put that to one side. And now we've got an almighty collection of pipes, so I'm going to sort them out exactly like they've got them in the picture here. It's very confusing. Some are straight, some are bent with a loop at the end. So I'm just checking I've got the right amount of pipes here. I think I have. Trying to figure out what pipe is what, though, is going to be fun. I think that goes over there, that one. Okay, let's figure this out together. I think that's how they've laid them out in the magazine. I did do a quick stock take of pipes, though. I've definitely got everything I need. But first thing I need is this base again, and I need this integrator. It's called an integrator. That's going to go into the centre just here, and it's going to be held in from the other side with GP screws. So these are flange screws. Get 4 of these in place. And there you go. That's how that's looking. And the first cable we need is cable 26N. They look so similar, but just having a quick look here, I'm thinking it's one of these ones. I'm going to go with this one here. I think this is N. Now we're going to find out. This is where the challenge is. We should have a D-shaped pattern here, which I've got. Get that in. And whoever gave me the idea of taking that chair out, yeah, that's definitely the way to go. You don't want to do this with the chair in, trust me. So I'll put the bottom in first. And then I'll put the one just in this side here. So that's the first pipe in. Try and find its partner, which is hard enough in itself. But it does go on length, cable length. And I believe it's this one here. And that's going to go in the other side. There you go. We've got 2 pipes in, looking just like that. Now on top of these, we've got the pipes with the bigger bends in them. They're going, if you look here, into the holes just into the inside there. Make sure that's nice and flush in there. Then that will help you get this side in. There you go. And do the other side. Does help if you make sure you push these all the way down. There we go. That's 2 lots of pipes in. And I've got 3 pipes left here. And they all look very similar. So the shorter of these 3 pipes, you see I've got them here. We've got 2 long ones, 1 short one. The shorter one's the one that's going down the centre. What I'm going to want to do is on one end of this, I've got this connector here. And I need to get that into the D-shaped pattern on this side here. So it's looking like that. The other end's just got a normal round tab. Put the round tab into the centre hole that I've got left here, which will line up this top tab here just to clip into this board like that. So that's how that's looking. And then finally, we've got these 2 long wires now. Now these are connecting into the larger holes just at the bottom here. Now it doesn't connect to anything at the moment. Now I may have these in the wrong way, just so you know. I'm putting them in where they go, but I don't know if there's a difference between this side and that side. It doesn't look like it actually, but here we go. They're in place, but I do think I have lined them up correctly there. Now I was getting excited to start putting these ones in, but guess what? We don't do that in this stage. That's where we're leaving it for this stage. I'm just having a look around where these small ones could go. I can't really see a place for them at the moment, but I do think it is now safe to put the seat back in. So to get the seat in, it's just a case of lining this up again, just like that, and just screwing that back into place. But there you go, that is how it's looking at the end of this stage. Definitely the way to go is to take that seat out and put it in afterwards. Very big, quite heavy, still something to do on that. I do think it does need some metallic colours in here just to make that pop. Obviously people are going to freak if I don't actually put the Mutant in there, which probably needs a bit of attention in itself, but it's not looking too bad, is it? But there you go. I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.